All right, following that latest announcement, now let's break down what's happening in the US stock market. And behind me is Standard & Poor's 500 index stocks categorized by sectors and industries, and the size represents market cap. And behind me there's a mix of red and also green. Red means losses and also green means gains. I'm going to start with Apple first. And Apple shows red color over here. It was decreased or down by 1.69%, and the current stock price is 209.95. And the latest updates on Apple is Apple took a challenge against EU regulators to Europe's second highest court on Monday after they fined it 500 million euros earlier this year for breaching landmark rules aimed at curbing the power of big tech. The European Commission, in a decision in April, said the iPhone maker's technical and commercial restrictions that prevent app developers from steering users to cheaper deals outside the App Store breached the Digital Markets Act. Apple, which had previously said it would seek legal redress, filed its lawsuit on Monday, the deadline for doing so. Last month, Apple overhauled its App Store rules to comply with the EU order to scrap its technical and commercial curbs on app developers in order to avoid daily fines of 5% of its average daily worldwide revenue, or about 50 million euros per day. All right, that's on Apple. Moving on to Amazon, it was decreased a little by 0.03%, and the current stock price is 223.47, and that's under the internet retail or consumer cycle. But a federal judge in Seattle on Monday said tens of millions of users of Amazon.com's cloud-based voice service Alexa can band together in a class action accusing the tech giant of deceptively recording and collecting their private conversations. The Alexa users met the legal threshold to sue in nationwide class action for monetary damages and a court order to stop the alleged privacy violations, U.S. District Judge Robert Lesnick said in his ruling. The lawsuit, brought on behalf of users who registered one or more Alexa devices, alleges Amazon violated Washington's consumer protection law by failing to disclose the retention and use of recordings for commercial gain. Class action status will allow the plaintiffs to pursue large-scale claims against Amazon as a group, as opposed to filing individual claims. All right, moving on to Tesla, it shows the red color as well, down by 6.79%, and the current stock price is 293.94. And the similar is Ford, down by 1.86%, and also for General Motors, GM, also down by 2.02%. But the latest update on Tesla shares fell nearly 8% on Monday after CEO Elon Musk plans to launch a new US political party, reignited concerns about his commitment to the company's future as it struggles with declining sales. Musk unveiled the America Party over the weekend after a public dispute with President Donald Trump on the tax cut and spending bill. Trump, once an ally of Musk, called the latest idea ridiculous. Trump had threatened to cut off the billions of dollars in subsidies that Musk companies receive after their feud erupted into an all-out social media brawl in early June, wiping off $115 billion in Tesla's market value in a single day. Musk's political move comes days after Tesla posted the second straight drop in quarterly deliveries, pressuring its stock, which has lost 35% since hitting a record high in December and is the worst performing among the Magnificent Seven this year. Tesla needs to deliver more than 1 million vehicles in the second half to avoid another decline in annual sales, which is a tall task due to tariff-driven economic uncertainty and backlash over Musk's political stance.